the weekend, the CEO of Cubana Group, Obi Natochukwu Iyegbu, aka Obi Cubana, turned 50, and in true Cubana fashion, he threw a star-studded party with lots of money and top Nigerian VVIPs. Among these VVIPs was none other than Peter Obi, and a moment between him and Cubana's son stirred up unexpected talks. In the video that's playing right now, Peter Obi walked in and the boy remained seated and his father had to nudge him. And this is a small gesture that for many spoke volumes about tradition, respect, and the generational gap in values. That was a fun little moment. But on the other hand, with inflation and poverty in Nigeria at an all-time high, some people saw the party as an overly extravagant display that was insensitive to the average Nigerians. I mean, you had people pouring money from these giant caskets. And some people are saying that the success of his kind is in such a hard economic climate deserves to be celebrated, and that him spending his private wealth is his prerogative and his prerogative alone. I will say that Obi Cubana did give out about 50 tricycles, millions of naira. He gave back to his community during his birthday party. And so in a country where everybody just wants to make it, this could be an inspirational story. Do you guys think it's too extravagant? Let's find out. Let's take a look at some tweets. Adechunji Adewolu says, in a country that's battling poverty, this wasn't just a party. It was a portrait of inequality. Wealth isn't the problem, insensitivity is. Take one more tweet. Girl Alone says, only a poor man will say vanity upon vanity. Tim, I have to ask, are you poor men? What do you make of this?
We are not poor. but happy birthday to Obi Cubana, and of course, celebrating in style. I can assure you that a majority of what you saw displayed there, that a lot of people contributed to it, and that it wasn't necessarily his display of his wealth. He worked himself up to that level, and being 50, a lot of people want to celebrate him. And of course, he would welcome anyone who wants to celebrate him as it is. I don't think we should start looking at the disparity in class and all of it. He was just being celebrated, and you know Nigerians, when they want to celebrate, especially that kind of age, they go as far. Kudos to the guy who was able to build something. I think Nigerians should encourage him, and Nigeria should encourage him. The government should look at what they can do with him.
Amazing one there.
Now, for the young man that built the car, you have a product. This is a testament of what you are capable of. The next thing is to look for investors. Talk to serious business people that will put money in it. Now, all those little inconsistencies that we see, it will be cleaned out, and something fantastic and 100% made in Nigerian car would be on the streets with you smiling to the bank. So start looking for investors. For Obi Cubana, fantastic party. I mean, anybody, even the Bible says that the rich will be given more, you know. So the party was a blast. But my little concern is the casket, and you understand?
We loved it. I totally loved the party. And I think that we also need to let people know. I'm sure people already know Obi Cubana is a philanthropist. We all know that. He's done a lot for Oba, where he comes from. We've seen the things even during the birthday celebration, he also gave out a lot of gifts to people. I feel like sometimes we have this, sorry, poor man mentality. When you have money, you enjoy yourself. And 50 is a golden age. It's not a small age. So I think he has every right to enjoy himself and have a beautiful party. And we know how the Igbos like to celebrate. And that's just what was seen in that video. Happy belated birthday to him. We love him for everything he does. And also the young guy that made the car, and I saw the tweet of someone saying that, you know, it's not up to standard. If he can do that, he will do more. So please, let's give him all the accolades he deserves.
Yes, I'm largely concerned about the first story, which is the guy who, you know, innovatively manufactured a car in his own little space. And he was able to do something very meaningful. The fact that you can even ignite the car using different ignition, apparatus, like the thumb starts, the kick, and every other thing. So it has different functionalities. So this is kudos to the guy, and I'm so impressed that he's a Nigerian. So this is where our government needs to look at. We have Innocent doing very well, and we also have someone who is doing that. And I've seen, if you go to TikTok, you see Nigerians, young Nigerians, innovatively. There's a guy that actually designed a car using is it woods or cardboard, and then he drove it on the street. You know, these are beautiful things that we are doing. So let us look towards this direction, look inward and see what we can do for ourselves rather than, you know, killing ourselves over imported materials, imported goods, which we even, you know, break the bank to acquire. That's a good one for me.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. To my young Nigerians watching back home, I pose you this question. What are you making with what you have? But moving on in our next story. As tributes pour in for Christian Chukwu, the former Super Eagles